Tale 4 of Mother Goose for Grownups. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Mother Goose for Grownups by Guy Wetmore Carroll. The Commendable Castigation of Old Mother Hubbard. She was one of those creatures whose features are hard beyond any reclaim, and she loved in a hovel to grovel, and she hadn't a cent to her name. She owned neither gallants nor talents. She borrowed extensively, too, from all of her dozens of cousins, and never refunded a sou. Yet all they said in abuse of her was she is prouder than Lucifer. That I must say, without meaning to blame, is always the way with that kind of a dame. There never was jollier collie than old Mother Hubbard had found. Though cheaply she bought him, she taught him to follow her meekly around. But though she would lick him and kick him, it never had any effect. He always was howling and growling. But goodness, what could you expect? Collies were never to flourish meant, lest they had plenty of nourishment. All that he had were the feathers she'd pluck off an occasional chicken or duck. The collie was barred in the garden. He howled and he wailed and he whined. The neighbors indignant, malignant, petitions unanimous signed. The nuisance grows nightly, politely they wrote. It's an odious hound, and either you'll fill him or kill him, or else he must go to the pound. For if this howling infernally is to continue nocturnally, pardon us, ma'am, if we seem to be curt, somebody's apt to get horribly hurt. Mother Hubbard cried loudly and proudly, "Land's sakes, but you give yourselves airs! I'll take the law to you and sue you." The neighbors responded, "Who cares? We none of us care if the sheriff lock every man jack of us up. We won't be repining at fining, so long as we're rid of the pup." They then proceeded to mount a sign, bearing this ominous countersign: "Freeman, the moment has come to protest, and old Mother Hubbard delendum est." They marched to her gateway, and straightway they trampled all over her lawn. Most rudely they harried and carried her round on a rail until dawn. They marred her and jarred her and tarred her and feathered her just as they should. Of speech they bereft her, and left her with, "Now, do you think you'll be good?" The moral's a charmingly pleasing one, while we would deprecate teasing one. Still, when a dame has politeness rebuffed, she certainly ought to be collared and cuffed. End of The Commendable Castigation of Old Mother Hubbard. Recording by Rhonda Fetterman.